So today I'm going to be sharing with you how I make an Instant Pot lasagna casserole directly in my inner pot and then finished off with the CrispLid to make it crispy. And I call it an Instant Pot lasagna casserole because it's not layered the same way as a regular lasagna would be layered, because I'm going to cook the pasta with the meat sauce in the pot and then put the cheese on top and crisp it up that way so you don't get all the layers of cheese and different things like you would get in a regular lasagna, but it makes it super easy with the CrispLid. You can keep everything in one pot. It is possible to make this recipe by cooking the pasta in the Instant Pot and then transferring to a different pan, putting the cheese on and doing it in the oven on broil, but the CrispLid just makes it super easy and the cleanup super easy because you keep it all in one pot. First off, I'll show you all of my ingredients. I'm going to start off by sauteing a pound of ground beef along with some salt and pepper. I have 1 pound of dry pasta, 32 ounces of a pre-made sauce. You can use a 24-ounce jar. They kind of come in either 24 or 32-ounce jars usually, and either one will work. Of course, with the 32-ounce, you'll just have a little bit of a saucier lasagna. And then at the end, I'm going to use this mixture. It's going to be some mozzarella cheese, some cottage cheese, and an egg. And then, of course, I also have my 3 cups of water that I will be adding in with the pasta. So first off, I'm going to get the Instant Pot turned on saute mode and get this ground beef cooked up. Since I have 20% fat ground beef, I'm not putting any oil in the bottom of the pan, but if you had a very lean ground beef, just put in like a teaspoon or so of oil. Just a sprinkle of pepper and a bit of salt will be plenty. I'm going to be adding more salt when I add the pasta in later. So you just want to cook it until it's no longer pink. It usually takes maybe 5 or 6 minutes. The ground beef is pretty well cooked through now, so I'm going to add in the tomato sauce and the water. And I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of salt, because you usually put salt in the water when you're cooking the pasta, so you have to remember to put that in here because you're cooking the pasta directly in the Instant Pot. Now I have 1 pound of pasta, and a good rule of thumb when you're just cooking pasta in the Instant Pot is to do half of the amount of time that it says on the box. So typically that's around 5 minutes for most pastas, but since this is going to cook with the CrispLid after it cooks in the Instant Pot, it's going to continue to cook the pasta, so I don't want it to get overcooked. So what I'm going to do is only cook it for 3 minutes in the Instant Pot, and then it'll finish cooking all the way through when I use the CrispLid. I'm just getting this stirred up so that all of the pasta is pretty much below the liquid. It's not going to be completely below the liquid, but just as low as possible here. Now it's time to lock the lid and set the steam release valve to the sealing position. I'm pressing cancel to turn off the saute mode, and I'm hitting manual, but if you have a pressure cook button, you would hit the pressure cook button, make sure it's on high pressure, and I'm just gonna go up to 3 minutes, and as soon as the 3 minutes of cook time is done, I am going to quick release the pressure because I don't want it to continue to cook after the 3 minutes or else it'll get mushy. While the pasta is cooking, I'm going to mix up the cheese mixture. It's real simple, just 1.5 cups of cottage cheese, then 1 cup of the mozzarella cheese, and 1 egg, and that's it. Cook time is complete, so I am going to quick release the pressure. Gonna give a quick stir before I spread on the cheese mixture. And I wanted to mention that I am using my 8-quart Instant Pot, and I like to use that for this dish just because it gives more surface area for the cheese to get crispy, but you can do it in the 6-quart as well. So I'm taking my cheese mixture and just evenly spreading it all over the top here in a single layer. That looks pretty good. Now for the CrispLid, I'm unplugging my Instant Pot and plugging in the CrispLid. So since the pasta is on the bottom of the pot and it's far from the heating element, I am going to keep it at 500 degrees, which is the highest it goes. If you are cooking it in a 6-quart, the pasta is going to be up a little higher, so it'll be closer to the heat. I would recommend going down to maybe 450 if you're going to do that. And I am going to do 10 minutes on 500 degrees, and I'm going to be checking it throughout because you don't want it to burn. The cheese could burn, so I'm going to be checking it throughout, but I'm guessing 10 minutes will be plenty. It's been going a little over 5 minutes. I'm just going to peek at it real quick. That's what it looks like. It's starting to get a little toasty, but not nearly done. Let's see if 5 more minutes is enough. You can see things are starting to get bubbly and crispy down there. It looks really good. And it's done. There is the finished product, nice and crispy. And this is what it looks like. So delicious and cheesy, all the goodness of lasagna with not nearly as much work. You can find a link for the recipe down in the description below. Talk to you guys again soon.